Joining us this evening, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Professor D.K. Giri, political analyst, Shubhrashtra, columnist, and also Suparna Moitra, political analyst with us. So, good to have you back with all. Namaste to everybody. Suparna Moitra and Shubhrashtra coming after a brief hiatus onto the show, and Suparna Moitra is back on television after a little bit of a break. Not with the Trinamool Congress as I see now, but as an analyst who's watching aspects. So, Suparna Moitra, let me start with you first, and then let me ask you. What do you think? Is this vendetta? Is the CBI being unleashed by the BJP as the Aam Aadmi Party is alleging? Similar allegations Mamta Di has also made. But let me ask you.
Yeah, Anandji, first of all, before I start, let me wish you and all the panelists a very Shubha Janmashtami.
Looks a little odd.
Yes. If only everybody would say Krishnarpanamastu, everything, then life would be so much easier. But let's go.
Now, coming to the point, I think if you're looking from the opposition's perspective, now we are trying to set a template out here. Now, if you're looking from the opposition's perspective, what are the possible excuses that any opposition, right or wrong, could be an excuse or could be a truth also? What are the templates that they could place on their behalf? That it is a vendetta politics on part of the government. They have been selective in their approach, double standards. They can question the success. This could be the template from the opposition side. But if you look at from the common man's perspective, does winning elections, be it at the center or be it the state by any political party, does it give them the right to violate the norms? Question number one. Two, can crime vendetta or victim card absolve them from wrongdoing? So I think success in education in one aspect is not what is being discussed currently. We are discussing the particular issue with regard to liquor, whether the state exchequer has been shortchanged for some purpose. Now, state exchequer could be shortchanged for public good. But I don't think that this time this is an issue of a public good. So I think the opposition just cannot get away by saying that finally winning elections means that we have got the mandate from the people, which gives us the right to play ducks and drakes with money. I'm not referring to this particular case, but I'm making a point in general, Anand.
So you believe the Aam Aadmi Party has done some aji-baji or not?
I do not know, because it's too early in the day. Though we are having a program in the evening, it's too early in the day. But I think if they have nothing to hide, then why should they be so scared about the CBI or the ED for that matter?
Well, the point is that we have seen this play out in the past in Bengal, where the CBI was ghirawed and we also had the ED blocked. But when they went in, they walked into apartments which had nearly 40 crores worth of cash. Then they also walked into other FTs which had 17 crores in cash. And then then the question remains that then if that was the case, why was the local police not able to crack down on it?
On a lighter note, if I'm allowed to say so, that otherwise a very investment-strapped West Bengal, people, the lighter part of the story is that people are saying that they could contact a lot of these people, and there could be a venture capitalists as well.
Correct. We could have used that money, but now it's going to be in the state bank lockers till the time the allegation is proved. D.K. Giri, bataiye. They said India against corruption evolved into Aam Aadmi Party, but this is turning into something else.
Yes, Anand, but you see, comparing it to the Bengal raids is not appropriate. There is no evidence of crime here, though no evidence of money found, and prima facie there is no evidence. There are certain allegations about irregular allotment, procedural irregularity, which are political issues. I do not see in this case, CBI has raided Manish Sisodia before and the Chief Minister as well. Unless there is an element of crime and corruption, I don't think CBI has a role. So I don't know why CBI was directed by the Lieutenant Governor to investigate him. I see it is a political issue. It should be discussed in the assembly. And there is no trail. They raided 26 places. They did not find a rupee. You see, so where is the crime, Anand? I would like to know what is the crime he has committed. If he raised the EMD amount, It goes to the exchequer. It is just
Manish Sisodia has
state
not yet
policy.
been arrested.
If they
Manish
made the
Sisodia-
change in the policy,
Manish Sisodia has not been arrested.
no, I didn't
But
say
if
arrested.
if the
No,
policy
not
was
arrested.
if
I'm
the
not
policy
saying.
if there was nothing wrong in the policy, why did the Aam Aadmi Party change the policy, reverse it?
Well, it is there policy change. I mean, why did the government
It
withdraw the
is
farm
when
laws?
when the-
You know,
it is
you
when
make the
the
policy, you
observation-
unpack them.
Kya
This is a
kamal hai.
conjecture, Anand.
Arey, DK
This is a
Giri ji.
conjecture.
No, what
This is a
co-
conjecture.
The
It's an
courts,
attribution.
the courts ask questions
Yeah.
on this policy. There were observations passed on this policy.
Yes.
The Aam Aadmi Party reversed this policy.
Yes.
If this policy was flawed, why did they go
Fair
with
enough,
it in the
we're
first
talking of
place?
the policy, but where does CBI come into?
Sir,
Anand,
then
where
that,
does
then
CBI
that
come
political
into
allegation will be
policy-making?
there. No, is this the Kejriwal model of governance then? That you don't know your policy is
Correct.
flawed, and
That
when
you are
somebody
right
points
there. It
it
is a
out, you'll
political
reverse the policy
allegation.
and then say all is well. Then the other aspect
I
is,
agree with you. I agree with
then
you.
as far as money is concerned, why is Mr. Satyendra Jain bail denied still in jail?
No, we are not discussing Satyendra Jain today.
We are discussing
Manish
Aam Aadmi
Sisodia.
Party and
You are
corruption,
right,
sir.
Anand, you are right.
We are discussing
let me-
various allegations.
Allow me, Anand. Allow me a second.
Sir, take
Allow
two.
me a second. You rightly said it is a political allegation. It is not a CBI matter. That is all I want to say.
It is
So
not
why
a-
was CBI pressed into it? You are saying it is a political allegation. Let should be discussed in the public.
It's not a political
public arena or
investigation, sir.
assembly. How
If
does
the
CBI come
exchequer has
into?
been defrauded,
No,
if there
you
is
said
if there is a
political-
certain amount of violation that has been committed, that
is a
investigation
conjecture.
has to be done
It
by
is a
an
conjecture.
investigation agency, and that is
It
the
is a
Central
notional
Bureau of
figure. It has
Investigation.
not been
If
defrauded.
there is economic fraud which comes into
Exchequer
place,
has
then
not
the
been
enforcement
defrauded.
directorate will come. Each department
It
is
has
got-
not been
is got-
found.
Sir,
There is no- it is an
which assembly
attribution.
are you going to discuss this?
No.
The Delhi Assembly is largely Aam Aadmi Party. They will discuss amongst themselves if somebody is wrong. But it's the same chief minister who
Why
called
not?
Satyendra Jain and Manish
BJP
Sisodia
is
Kattar
majority in the
Imandar.
parliament, they discuss.
So who are
They
they
discuss
now?
among
Sanju
themselves.
Verma. Before I
BJP
bring
is
in
majority
Subhrashchandra.
in the
Acha, theek hai.
parliament,
Now
they still
please heed.
discuss.
DK Giriji, see, you made a point.
Please.
I asked a counter
Sure.
question. Now let's take it forward. Yes, Sanju Verma ji, why are you chasing Manish Sisodia?
Sure.
Because he is building good schools. He is improving education in Delhi. That is why you are chasing him. You unleashed the CBI. What is this going on? What is the BJP doing? Why are you indulging in vendetta politics, Sanju Verma?
You know, Anand, I quite get the sarcasm on that one. I'll come straight to the point. First and foremost, let's go back to 2021 when this entire problem originated. There is a cabinet note dated 15th of April 2021. The cabinet note is note number 2994. And then there is a cabinet note 3003 dated 21st May 2021. Both these notes actually brought in changes in Delhi's excise policy. So far, so good. Now, what happened? These cabinet notes were not circulated in the Delhi cabinet. That was a violation. Point number 2, after bringing in changes, the LG's approval was not taken. The second violation. Third violation, forget the LG. The chief secretary, who supposedly Arvind Kejriwal's appointee. He's appointed by the LG, but he's selected by Kejriwal. Even the chief secretary was not taken on board while bringing in the changes to the excise policy. Violation number 3. I have the FIR dated 17th August 2022 against Manish Sisodia. He is accused number 1. Excise Commissioner of Delhi is accused number 2. Deputy Excise Commissioner accused number 3. Assistant Excise Commissioner accused number 4. And the charges against Manish Sisodia are under 120B pertaining to criminal conspiracy, but more importantly, under section 477 of the IPC, which says that he deliberately, fraudulently brought in policies which caused damage financially and otherwise to the public exchequer. So the fact is that there was a clear quid pro quo